So today I'm going to be ranking all 12 episodes from the second season of Victorious. Now season 2 has always been my favorite season of this show, and I'm so excited to rank all of its episodes. So without further ado, let's rank all episodes from season 2 of Victorious.
No, not really. I think normal socks work pretty well.
Shall we view your bloopers?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Do you have them here, like, queued up?
Yes. View them with me by gazing at this high-definition monitor.
Sure.
In this episode, Christopher Kane interviews the cast of Victorious and shows us their bloopers from the show. Now this episode is automatically at the bottom because it's a blooper episode, and I usually don't like blooper episodes. I think they're lazy, but I will say this episode was a lot more interesting than most blooper episodes that I've seen.
I sort of promised Felicia I'd get some of my most creative students to build a float and perform.
In the parade?
Yes. So, who would like to...
In this episode, Psychowitz convinces the class to participate in a parade. Now I liked how they had to choose someone to come up with an idea for the float, and it ended up being Kat, and of course she chose a giant cupcake. Overall, this episode was okay, but just not one of my favorites.
I must say, it's extremely kind of you teenagers to take me to the theater like this.
You deserve it after 10 years of being a teacher.
Thank you, sir. So, what's this play about?
I'm not even sure.
In this episode, it's Psychowitz's 10-year anniversary teaching at Hollywood Arts, and Tori takes him to see a play, but he becomes depressed afterwards. Now I liked how this episode kept on going on and on. Just when Tori thinks she's figured out why Psychowitz is upset, he throws another curveball at her. Also, I liked how at the end of the episode, everyone just left Tori. They were all like, I ain't doing this no more. And I thought the ending where Tori was eating a carrot with the rabbit was nice.
So, who's playing Susie?
Me. Yeah. Her. That. She got the lead.
What part did you get?
I got cheated and humiliated.
In this episode, Tori gets the lead role in the school play and Jade is mad about it. Now for some reason, this has always been one of my least favorite episodes of Victorious. I didn't like how everybody was acting in this episode. Jade was mean, Tori was about to die, giving up like 1,000 pints of blood. The only person I actually liked in this episode was Psychowitz.
Oh my gosh, how come you never told me what
Get it down! Stop the play! Hurry! Well, I guess someone should get this on video.
In this episode, Trina has a tragic accident during a play, but Lane, the school guidance counselor, is convinced that this was no accident and someone purposefully tried to harm Trina. Now I liked how this episode was like a mystery episode. I liked seeing everybody tell their side of the story. I also enjoyed the Drake and Josh reference in Kat's story. Also, spoiler alert, we find out at the end of the episode that Rex was the one who actually did it, and that was so wrong of him.
After I got home,
Yeah?
I couldn't sleep. So I stayed up till dawn writing a song about Jade.
You wrote her a song? That's so sweet.
It's evil! She's Beck's girlfriend.
In this episode, Andre develops a crush on Jade. Now this episode totally caught me off guard, but what a great way to stir up drama within the friend group. Also, I liked how Tori was trying to help Andre get over Jade because everybody knows it's not right to go after your friend's significant other.
Yes?
Beck?
I'm not Beck, I'm you.
Wait, but how did you... Where did you get that dress?
Cat made it.
In this episode, Tori gets the role of a stunt double in a movie, but is too afraid to do the actual stunts. Now I thought this episode was pretty solid. I liked the whole concept of not wanting to be blackballed in Hollywood, because like that can actually happen in real life. But I did like how Beck stepped in and did the fall for Tori. That was very nice of him. Also, Beck looks good in a dress.
We gonna talk about this prom or what?
Okay, since you mentioned prom, a lot of people have told me they don't want Hollywood Arts to have a normal prom. So, the first idea I came up with is we call it a prom.
In this episode, Tori throws the first ever prom at Hollywood Arts. Now, since Tori calls this prom a prom, shouldn't this episode be called Prom Wrecker? Never mind, that sounds too much like Home Wrecker. Man, this show is so dirty. Anyways, I liked this episode. I liked how they were singing Best Friend's Brother in the rain. That was awesome.
A.
A.
H.
K.
Wait, Kat, what'd you say?
When?
Just a second ago.
I said when.
In this episode, Tori has to be Trina's assistant for a whole month unless she can get Kesha to do a private concert at their house. Now, I thought it was cool how this show got Kesha to guest star and perform a song. I also like the idea of the Kesha contest having each letter of her name hidden in pints of ice cream. And if you wanted to win the contest, you had to find all the letters and spell out Kesha. And obviously, the S would be the hardest letter to find. Overall, this episode was fun and creative.
All of us already auditioned.
That's how we got here.
You auditioned for the old principal, not for me.
Wait, so you mean like I sing a song for you, and if you like it, I get to stay at Hollywood Arts?
And if I don't, bye-bye.
In this episode, the school gets a new principal, so each student must re-audition in order to continue going to Hollywood Arts. Now, I loved how Yvette Nicole Brown reprised her role as Helen Dubois from Drake and Josh. She's so entertaining. Also, I love the remix version of Let It Shine that Andre and Tori sang. Also, I liked how Tori was helping Trina get back into the school. That was sweet.
We dedicate this performance to you and your esteemed chancellor. What a swell guy.
In this 1-hour special, the gang travels to the fictional country of Yerba, where Tori gets arrested. Now, I liked how this episode paid homage to huge staples in music such as the Jackson 5 and The Sound of Music. I also liked how the special featured the song All I Want Is Everything, but I will admit that the lyrics to All I Want Is Everything used to scare me when I was younger. Also, this show doesn't have many 1-hour specials, but whenever it does, it's always spectacular, and this is no exception.
So we checked it out with some of the other girls Ryder's gone out with.
And it's true.
So he's just using me to get a good grade?
You must feel pretty stupid right now.
Okay, that's a timeout.
In this episode, Tori finds out that the guy she's been seeing is only using her to get a good grade. Now, this has always been my favorite episode of Victorious because I just love the entire concept. I loved how Tori got back at this guy by singing the amazing song, Beggin' on Your Knees. Also, this is the most viewed episode of Victorious, and I see why. It's amazing. Also, I know the song Beggin' on Your Knees can come across as a bit bitter, but I would be bitter too if the same thing that happened to Tori happened to me. Anyways, that's it for my video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and thank you so much for watching.